Hello, Empathic Healers. Our journal prompt for the day. How do you forgive yourself for repeating patterns of codependency? So in this video, I will guide you along the journaling process to check in with yourself, to increase your self-awareness, assess your energy, and align with the source of unconditional love. For those who are new to me, my name is Robin Knott, and I'm your host of Energy Healing TV and podcast on YouTube, Rumble, and Spotify, and the founder of the energyhealingschool.com. So welcome to the self-love movement. Again, it is my deepest belief that if we loved ourselves enough, suicide wouldn't be a thing, which is why, again, we show up and do this journaling process, that we check in with ourselves, that we increase our awareness, right? That 3-step in this journaling process: be aware, assess, and align with the source of unconditional love. And remember, unconditional love is for everyone. So it doesn't cut anyone out. It's just not all about me and nothing for you, but it's also not just all about everyone else and tossing ourselves aside, right? So are you ready? Again, I have my journal. Grab yours. Are you ready to dig deeper? So come journal with me. And before I forget to mention it, if you know someone who could benefit from this video, please share it as well. So how we do our journaling process: I set the tone. I write out Energy Healing Lifestyle Journal, because healing is a lifestyle. At least it is for me. It's an ongoing process. We have layers upon layers of stuff, right? And then life continues to life and does what it does. So it's an ongoing process. It's a lifestyle to stay mindful and intentional throughout this process. I then write out self-care for the self-care challenge. So you'll notice again in the marquee, I can never do this right, down here, the letter that's capital today is the letter F for forgiveness. And I write that as well. Forgiveness, transformation, and then heart chakra energy, because they all coincide with each other. Forgiveness in itself is so transformational, right? Forgiveness occurs in the heart chakra when we allow that love to be there, to take over. Excuse me, because goodness, excuse me. Blame, shame, guilt, anger, resentment. That's not love, right? That's not love. It's not the energy of love. So it weighs heavy, not only in the heart chakra, but in other areas of our energy as well. So then we write down the journal prompt. We write it down and we wait, like we're asking ourselves. So just as if you were asking someone else and you would wait for their response, we write the journal prompt and wait for ourselves to respond, right? So writing that out for today: how do you forgive yourself for repeating patterns of codependency? And what comes up? So what I had just mentioned came up for me today was that, forgiveness is transformational. Sometimes just reminding yourself of these things, we know things. We know a lot of things, right? You know a lot of things. You know a lot of things that are healing. You know a lot of things that require a process, right, to move through stuff. But to know it and give yourself permission to have that space to complete the process, or to give yourself permission to forgive, or to give yourself permission to, let go and release, that's different, right? That's different than knowing. So just that friendly reminder that forgiveness in itself is transformational, right? So when we get tired of being stuck, we get tired of being tired, we get tired of repeating the same old thing over and over and over again, allowing ourselves that forgiveness. Allowing ourselves to have those pivotal moments, to have that transformation. Allow yourself again to release the weight of the burden. Opening yourself up to receive love. How many times do we block ourselves off from receiving love, right? Like we think we need to be punished or something, or that we're not worthy. So opening yourself up to receive love. which then brings about that sense of inner peace, right? Which is a beautiful gift, definitely transformational, but giving yourself permission to receive that, to feel that. You deserve it. There is nothing written in a book anywhere, excuse me, that says you have to punish yourself for the rest of your entire life or this lifetime every time you make a mistake. Nope. We tend to try sometimes, though, don't we? Like we think we have to punish for a long period of time, own our stuff, make efforts to change it, right? Don't repeat it. So again, when it comes to repeating patterns of codependency, doesn't necessarily happen overnight. Depends, right? Depends on where you're at, depends on the method you use. And I'm not trying to go into all that deeply right now because we do that in the 5-day challenge. What also came up, there's no actual benefit, right? That reminder. We know this. But again, knowing and doing are two different things. So that reminder that there is no actual benefit of holding on to blame, shame, guilt, anger, resentment, whatever else feeling that might come up for you. There's no benefit in that. The ego sometimes thinks there's a benefit, or will tell you that there's a benefit, or will tell you how necessary it is, or like you'll feel better about this thing if you continue to beat yourself up, because then, I don't know, it's like you're trying to right a wrong or something, right? You're trying to right a wrong. That's not how we right the wrong. We don't right the wrong by beating ourselves up or keeping ourselves held down or carrying the weight over and over and over again, right? We make the changes that need to be made. Looking to see where I left off in my journal. So we get to choose in every moment. Every moment is a new opportunity. Every moment we can make a choice. We can do something different. We don't have to just say, well, I've always done it this way, so I'm always going to do it that way. I mean, you can. It's a choice. We can. But you can also say, even though I've done it over and over for years after year after year, I'm not doing it anymore. And that's okay too. And even if you say and you make that declaration of, I'm not doing that anymore, excuse me, and then you're like, oh, I did it again. It doesn't mean you can't still say, okay, I slipped. Back on track. I'm aware of it. I'm going to see what led me to this slip up, right? Let's see what led me to the slip up. I'm doing everything I need to do. I'm not going to do that again. Still choose. And then if you slip up again, do it again, right? Until you're able to break the pattern. We get to choose forgiveness. Forgiveness is a choice. It's an action that we take. We choose to take the action or we choose not to. We get to choose to break the patterns of codependency. Again, just because it's something that we've learned that's been rooted in our existence up until this point, just because it's something that we've repeated over and over and over again, just because it did serve us, it served us in some way, right? It's our survival techniques. It served us in some way. No blame, shame, or guilt. Every moment, when you reach that moment that you feel it's no longer serving your highest good, you're starting to see more of the harm it causes than the good, then you get to choose. You can choose differently, right? That was it for me today, you guys. So let me know how you are doing in your journaling process. Let me know what came up for you when you saw the journal prompt or heard the journal prompt today about forgiving yourself for repeating those patterns of codependency. I also, again, thank you to everyone who was commenting on the videos and commenting on the posts. It's great to see that engagement. I love it, not gonna lie. So don't let me forget homework. Continue to check in with yourself, right? Be aware, assess, and align. Be aware of your energy. Each step that we're taking, use the journal prompt to check in and see where you're at and how you're feeling, how you're doing. See if, right, assess it. Is your energy, are your responses in alignment with the source of unconditional love? No blame, shame, or guilt. Again, awareness. But if not, if you choose to, what is an action step you can take to then shift more into alignment with the source of unconditional love? Continue the journaling, hold space for yourself, allow yourself to feel what you need to feel. You know, some people share that they're feeling down today. I'm sure not just today, but any day. Sometimes people feel down, right? But how calling it out, just saying it, sharing it is a step. It's an action step. Not trying to do it alone all the time, not trying to hide it or cover it up. We're still hiding it, but just sharing what comes to mind. Putting on the fake smile, pushing through the day. Sometimes we still have to push through, but that's okay too. But allowing yourself to say, I'm feeling down today. It's okay. Let's normalize human emotions again. That would be a big burden, I think, off of a lot of people's plates. Where does codependency come from? A lot of different areas, but one of those is we learned to not share what we feel. Or we learned that we're not allowed to have our own feelings, that they're wrong, or that you're just too sensitive, you're overreacting, right? All the things we hear. Let's normalize feeling human emotions again. We're here to support each other. So I love it in the Facebook group chat, seeing the support. So thank you for everyone hopping in there and doing that as well, and in the videos, and in the comments, and in the community, wherever you are, wherever you're doing it. Thank you. And I almost forgot again, if you haven't already signed up for the Empathic Healers Masterclass, a step-by-step guide to set boundaries and protect your energy, do that. Let me know if you want the link in the comments. I will set you up with that, and also the Be You Challenge. Excited about that as well. So the Be You Challenge is $44. However, if you would like to sign up before we get started, which is we're in pre-launch now, so December 11th is my goal. My voice sounds funny today. It feels funny to me. Anyway, December 11th is my goal. And if you would like the coupon for half off, let me know and I'll get that to you as well. So thank you again for sharing your time and space with me. Continue to take care of you. So much love, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.